Good morning, children. Sai Ram. Today we are going to continue with EVS 2. Chapter 5, Shivaji's Education. Children, this is part 3. And we are going to start with new words. And you have to revise with me. Okay? Fine. Faithful. 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 Faithful means trustworthy. Efficient. 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 Efficient means well planned or effective. Residence. 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 It means a person's home. Concession. 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 Concession means adjustment or allowance. Destroying. 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 Destroying means ruining or damaging. Harassed. 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 Harassed means troubling someone. Revenue. 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 Revenue means tax. Peasants. 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 Peasants means farmers or laborers working in the farm. Supervision. 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 It means an action of observation. Escaping. 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 Escaping means to run away. Acquired. 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 Acquired means to collect or achieved. Administration. 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 It means management or organization. Children, this is the content outline of this part which we are going to study. So we are going to study about the achievements of Dada Ji Kunde and Shivaji's education. In part 1, we studied about the beginning of Shivaji's education. So Shivaji's parents, Shahaji Raje and Jijabai, took great interest in Shivaji's education. Shahaji Raje was himself a Sanskrit scholar, and he had a lot of scholars and artists in his Bangalore court, and thus he selected good teachers for Shivaji. Shivaji's education started at the age of 7. Shivaji learned how to read and write. He also learned stories from Ramayana, Mahabharata, and Bhagavad Gita. He also learned different skills of war, administration, wrestling, and how to use sword and danpatta. Soon, Adil Shah sent Shahaji on a campaign to capture Karnataka. And at that time, Shivaji and Jijabai were at Bangalore. Since Shahaji had to go on a campaign, he sent Shivaji and Jijabai to Pune. Now, along with Shivaji, he sent horses, elephant, soldiers, elephants, soldiers, and lot of money, Maratha flag, and trusted men and excellent teachers. In part 2, we studied about yes, Shivaji came back to Pune. Now, when Shivaji came back to Pune, he remembered the days of his childhood. He was so happy to see all the tall peaks of Sahyadri again. Pune was a nice and small town at that time. But Adil Shah had totally destroyed it and burnt it. Houses and temples were broken. People had run away from the town. Fields were barren and forest was grown everywhere. Wolves and thieves were roaming. The condition of Pune was very bad. When people heard that Shivaji and Jijabai had come back to Pune, they felt very happy. Jijabai reassured them that they are safe in Pune. Jijabai started settling Pune. She repaired all the temples. Worship began morning and evening. Slowly, life started returning to normal. Festivals were celebrated once again. Thus, Pune was totally transformed. Children, before proceeding with detail, I will explain you this content outline in short. The achievements of Dadaji Kunde. Now, who was Dadaji Kunde? He was a loyal and trusted servant of Shahaji Raje. Shahaji Raje had appointed Dadaji as the Subedar of Kondana. Now, what do you mean by Subedar? Yes, it is a designation. Dadaji was perfect in his accounts and he was very strict. On Shahaji's instructions, Dadaji came to Pune to help Shivaji with the administration of Pune. A big residence was built by the orders of Shahaji Raje. For whom? For Shivaji and Jijabai. And then this was called as Lal Mahal. Dadaji encouraged farmers a lot. He did not make them to pay taxes for few years and made them farm their lands once again. He gave farmers seeds, plows, wells, and many more. He gave prizes for destroying wolves which harassed the farmers and people. There were a lot of robbers who were troubling people. Dadaji organized the farmers into groups and then they kept a watch and captured these robbers. Dadaji then fixed land revenue according to the quality of the land. The people were very happy. Dadaji taught Shivaji how to look after the people and decide rules and give people justice. He also taught Shivaji things like spear throwing, archery, horsemanship, etc. Children, now we will proceed in detail. Children, can you identify the person on the screen? Yes, he is Dadaji Kunde. Now, Dadaji Kunde, who was Dadaji Kunde? He was trusted and loyal servant of Shahaji Raje. And Shahaji Raje had appointed Dadaji Kondev as the Subedar of Kondana. Now, Subedar means what? It is a designation given to the officer. When Jijabai and Shivaji were in Karnataka, Dadaji Kondev looked after the Pune Jagir. He was strict, efficient, and honest in his work. He was also a just person. He served with devotion. At about this time, a big residence was built in Pune by the orders of Shahaji Raje, and it came to be known as Lal Mahal. Children, you can see the picture of Lal Mahal on your screen. It is still there in Pune. To encourage the peasants to till their land, means to farm in the land, Dadaji Kondev gave them concession. Yes, he gave them concession for what? In land tax for few years. He offered prizes for destroying the wolves that harassed the peasants. As forest was grown everywhere, there were wolves and robbers in that area. So they were troubling peasants. So he offered prizes to destroy all the wolves that were harassing the peasants. Many wolves were killed. Now he raised Peasants Patrols. Now what do you mean by patrols? It is an expedition to keep watch over an area, to protect life and property from gangs of thieves who roamed the countryside. Means to keep a watch, to observe on them and give them punishment. Dadaji Kondev fixed land revenue according to the quality of the soil. Means he was taking tax according to the quality of the soil. Thus, people were very happy. Shivaji's education. When Shivaji returned to Pune, his education continued under the supervision of Jijabai. Means Jijabai was Shivaji's first teacher. While returning from Bangalore, Jijabai and Shivaji were accompanied by intelligent teachers sent by Shahaji Raje. Now children, here in the image you can see how Shivaji is taking training. They taught him many branches of learning and languages. Children, here you can see the image of young Shivaji. Shivaji acquired the knowledge of excellent administration. War tactics means war ideas. Fort architecture means how to build a fort. Selection of horses and elephants. Which horse to select for war, right? And ways of escaping from difficult enemy territories and many other things. How to run away in difficult situation. Shivaji's progress in education pleased Jijabai very much. Jijabai was very happy. Shivaji's education under the supervision of Shahaji Raje means mother and father were giving training to Shivaji. Children, we will take a quick recap of this part. When Jijabai and Shivaji were in Karnataka, Dadaji Kunde looked after the Pune Jagir. He was the Subedar of Kondana. He was very faithful. When Shivaji returned to Pune, his education continued under the supervision of Jijabai, while Shivaji was accompanied by eminent teachers sent by Shahaji Raje. Shivaji's progress in education pleased Jijabai very much. Children, we will start with our assessment without wasting time. Fill in the blanks by choosing the correct option. First one. When Jijabai and Shivaji were in Karnataka, Dash looked after the Pune Jagir. Dadaji Kunde, Vijay Raj, Mavlas. Yes, and the correct answer is Dadaji Kunde. Dadaji Kunde was the Subedar of Dash, Kanpur, Kondana, Karnataka. And the correct answer is Kondana. Your third fill-up. When Shivaji returned to Pune, his education continued under the supervision of Dash, Jijabai, Adil Shah, Nizam Shah. And the correct option is Jijabai. A big vada or residence was built in Pune by the orders of Shahaji Raje. It came to be known as Building Lal Mahal Mawal. Very good. Lal Mahal. Answer in one word. Now no options are there in front of you. You have to think and answer. Your first question. He fixed land revenue according to the quality of the soil. Now who was he? Yes, Dadaji Kunde. Your second question. The first teacher of Shivaji Maharaj. Very good, Jijabai. And the answers are in front of you. He fixed land revenue according to the quality of the soil, Dadaji Kunde. The first teacher of Shivaji Maharaj, Jijabai. Children, thank you. We will meet in the next video.